159 Antelope, Oregon, 97001. I did provide an email with my concerns primarily on the view shed and now on the noise. We're lucky we're having this before the wind turbines are built, because they're right out that window over there, and there'd be a noise problem if we were having this meeting with wind turbines. I have some pictures. Those of you who live in Antelope, this is not going to be needed, but anyone else, I'll leave them up here on the table. It shows, as you're entering Antelope from the west, the view that you have. And in the distance along the ridge, the wind turbines would be installed. The next picture is a medium distance out by Rattlesnake Butte. Again, all of the horizon that you see would have wind turbines. And then you have a short view, and finally entering Antelope from the west. And this demonstrates that people who come to Antelope to visit or pass through are definitely going to see the wind turbines. They're going to be a primary part of their view. And the rest of the pictures are coming in from the east. And again, if you look at the pictures, the wind turbines will be on the top of each one of those, of the whole picture, right on the ridge. The mitigation that I am proposing is that the wind turbines that will be closest to Antelope, again right out that window, would be relocated. Those 3 turbines and the 2 turbines on the next ridge, and that the remainder of the turbines should be painted in a color that is consistent with the color of the vegetation that you see in the pictures. According to the experts, it should be a little darker than the actual colors in the pictures. And the third request is for a hotline so that any residents of Antelope or Shantico, if they have a problem with the view or with noise or with fire or whatever they have a problem with, they can report it to a hotline that would take those complaints and follow through in some way, or at least catalog and keep track of them.
Ms. Beasley, who would be at the other end of the hotline as you see it?
That's difficult because, as the previous speaker was indicating, Wasco Sheriff is not going to be too concerned if we have a lot of noise in Antelope. That's a definite concern of ours that needs to be looked into and researched a little more to give an adequate answer. I don't know if hotlines have been used in other instances of wind energy projects, but that would be something to look at.
And can you tell me how, the pictures aren't numbered, how many pictures did you see that? You know?
There are 4 pictures coming into Antelope which show you that, people, tourists coming in are really going to see this view. I wanted to say we don't have any waterfalls, we don't have any snow-covered peaks. Our landscape may not look terribly impressive, but it has a real integrity to it. This landscape that you see, including even, these fence posts, are split log fence posts. They're consistent with the pioneer character of the area. And I think that integrity of the view that we have is what we value very highly. Oh, how many?
We're counting up the photos, and so just to confirm that it's been everything you wanted.
4, 7, I think there's 9.
I have 2 sets of 10.
Okay,
Okay,
that's why I was asking, it looked like we had all.
Oh, yeah, you have 2 sets. Sue asked if we can give them. The last, there are 2 photographs that are not documented on the photograph. Or actually, there's one, and that's the famous Bennett Road, for any of you who are familiar with Bennett Road. And again, you would see the turbines all across that ridge. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Richard Jelly?